Governance is a serious business. It's not about slogans, and it's not about touting and giving yourself accolades and, so much promises and what have you. It's about time that the president realizes that he's no more in the campaign mood. He's not the president of the Republic of Ghana, and he must work as such. Today, what we all witness on the floor of the House, as somebody would say, is about giving shout out to his ministers and giving further promises. But per my understanding of the State of the Nation's address, you would have to give us the state, what you have done for the good people of this country for the past 1 year. Then at worst, you can even go ahead to tell us what you'll be doing. Aren't you surprised that you didn't hear anything about the fuel increment? When especially people went on demonstration just yesterday, aren't you surprised about that? The president spoke very little about job creation. Meanwhile, that was the center of his manifesto promises in 2016. But the president spoke very less about the job creation. And so for me, I think that you cannot get anything out of an empty sack. There's nothing you can get out of an empty sack. The reality is that the president hasn't done anything. So he has nothing to say.
You're comparing him to an empty sack?
But we gave him the opportunity to tell us what he has done. But he hasn't done anything. I've even not said he's Professor Doolittle yet. I've not said that. I have even not said that he's Professor Doolittle yet. I am saying that there's nothing that can come out of an empty sack. The president must put his bottles down and stop traveling and work in the interest of the people of Ghana. Now we go to the agri sector. As he was doing his roll call, calling minister after minister and saying that we have done well, his minister came to tell us that they have created about more than 740,000 jobs in the agri sector, and today the president on the floor of the House is calling something around 500,000. Already discrepancies. Already. But truth be told, that the fact that you are subsidizing farm input doesn't necessarily mean you've created jobs.
But it could mean.
It doesn't mean you've created jobs. That is not the meaning. That once you have subsidized, why? We have subsidies under the former regime. If giving fertilizer is a means of creating jobs, then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama created millions of jobs because he was giving cocoa fertilizers free of charge. What about that? So the mere fact that farmers have come to register, some of them without even taking the farm inputs, then you sit in your air-conditioned office and then do that mathematics. I've sent 2,000 bags of fertilizer to Sefia Kontomra. I've sent 1,000 of fertilizer to Juaboso, and therefore I've created 3,000. What kind of voodoo mathematics is that? So not until we have seen the output and we've concluded on the figures, they must spare us. Because once he's throwing all these figures around, the fact of the matter is that if you go to the market, maize price, the price of commodities on the market are rising. Now a bag of fertilizer, a bag of maize is nothing less than 220 Ghana cedis. Go and ask of Olonka of Gary. The local rice is going for a bag, or the 50 kilogram is going for not less than 160 Ghana cedis per bag. So minimum.
To you, that is the real state of the...
Exactly. The people, it's not about the talking. The people must feel it. It must reflect in the lives of the people. Okay? Didn't you see that the president was struggling to even tell us anything? It was about rattling. He was rattling English and praising people. Somebody came. You have had presidents who have appeared on the floor of the House to give State of the Nation address. And they will say, look, I have created so and so number of jobs. This is an example, evidence. Then the person will get up. Then the president will say, look, I have constructed from Takwa to Bogosu to Ayamfu Road, about 95% complete. Those of you who are living around that area, you attest to that fact, and I'm continuing. That is evidence. Look, go to Circle Interchange. This is what I have done. Go to airports. Go to whole airport. Go and see what I'm doing there. But this man, this president, hasn't laid a block for the past 1 year. A block. So he has nothing to tell us. Hence, his performance on the floor today.
Okay. How will you rate him? How will you rate him?
He has 100%. He should go ahead. 100%. I'm rating him 100%. He should go ahead. He has no competitor. He has done all. He has done everything. So he has no competitor. He should go ahead.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.